Hello and welcome to this introduction, or rather this basic introduction to algebra, which aims to discuss why in the first place algebra is often used in mathematics, right? And this will get you going for the rest of the algebraic topics. Okay? So say for example, we have a number puzzle here. A box number minus 5 is equals to 15, right? So the question goes like, what is this box number, right? So the way to do this is to put an unknown value here. So if for example we think if an unknown value is subtracted by 5, that is equals to 15, right? So the way to do this is to shift 5 over to the right hand side. So this box value, without even thinking much, we should be able to get the value of 15 plus 5, which is 20, right? So what this means is that if you subtract 5 from 20, we will get 15. So that requires a little bit of thinking. Okay, so this is the first example of a puzzle. Now a second example of a number puzzle looks something like this. So if you take 2 multiplied by a certain box number and you add 8 to that multiplication, you will get 30. So the question goes, what is this box number? Right? So the way to do this is to first subtract 30 by 8. Okay, so that gives you 22. So basically 2 times of this box number is equals to 30 minus 8, which is 22. So if I just want to find the box number, what I'll do is I'll take 22 divided by 2. So that is 11. Right? So this is the answer. So what this means is that if you take 2 multiplied by 11, that is 22. 22 plus 8, that is 30. So the box number has to be 11. Okay? So what algebra does is that it replaces these boxes with letters instead. Right? So instead of drawing a box here, what we can do is to replace the box with an unknown x value. So if you put x minus 5 is equals to 15, so a common algebraic question is like x minus 5 is equals to 15, find the value of x. So to do this, there are some algebraic skills that needs to be implemented, right? So the first step to solving for x is very similar to what we did for this first example. So this negative 5 needs to be moved to the right hand side. Now whenever we move across an equal sign, this negative 5 will change to a positive 5 value, just like in this first example, right? And the unknown is usually kept to the left hand side. So the unknown in this case is x, right? So we keep x to the left hand side. So when that happens, x is equals to 15 plus 5. Now why is it plus 5? Because we moved negative 5 over an equal sign, right? So when it moves over an equal sign, the sign of 5 changes from negative to positive 5. So now 15 plus 5, that is just 20, which is exactly the same as this first example here. Okay, so x is equals to 20 here. Now in the second example, instead of putting a box, perhaps we can replace the box with a y value. And this y is unknown and we are supposed to find what is this y, right? So again, keep all the unknowns to the left hand side. The numerical terms, bring it to the right hand side. Okay, so when this happens, 2y is kept on the left hand side first, and this is equals to 30 minus 8. Now why is it minus again? Because this plus, we have brought it over the equal sign, and the plus 8 becomes a minus 8. So what happens here is that 2y is equals to 22 and y is equals to 22 divided by 2. Now why is it divided by 2? Because we would want to find y and not 2y. So when that happens, we have to divide both the left hand side term and the right hand side term by 2 because we would want to remove this 2. So when we do that, the left hand side terms becomes y, and then the right hand side term becomes 22 divided by 2, that is 11, which is exactly the same as our second example here.